Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we are going to continue on with the vehicle GUI, and we got all our variables in place in the last video. So we'll continue on filling out the rest of the script. So we'll become, by coming to the void start, you can put this anywhere you like, but we're going to say set vehicle GUI on off is going to be equal to false, close the line off into the comments. Set vehicle GUI on off to false on start up, and it appears like I've made a typo in that variable, so I'll just fix that quickly. Okay, let's now copy that line from the void start. And we'll come all the way down to player exiting vehicle. So here we go. Player exiting vehicle. You can put this wherever you like because it just runs through this function once. I'm going to put mine at the bottom here just before we switch states. But we also need to set it to true as well when we enter the vehicle. So we'll come here, player enters vehicle, we'll paste it in there and we'll change it to true. We'll change the comment as well. So now let's come down to the bottom of the script and we'll actually complete, or should I say create and complete, the GUI itself. So we'll say private void on GUI, open and close brackets, open and close again. And we will need a second set of brackets. I don't want them there at the moment. So we'll say if open and close brackets, inside the brackets, set vehicle GUI on and off double equals true. Open and close brackets again, come back so we can put the comment in. We'll say if vehicle GUI on slash off is equal to true. And then we'll come inside the function. And we're going to say GUI dot begin group, open and close brackets, close the line off inside the brackets of type new rect, open and close brackets again, come inside, and we're going to say screen dot width divided by 2 minus the texture size dot x divided by 2. And we've done this many times before, so we start drawing at half the screen width, half the texture size to center it. And we'll also need half, so we'll say minus underscore texture size offset as well, and also divided by 2. So we'll say comma, and let's begin to break this up because otherwise we're going to go way off screen. So let's enter there into the comment. So this first part I'll just put begin group at this position x-axis, and I'll come back here between the brackets, comma, and we'll enter. Sorry, it should not be there. So let's just enter. We'll open brackets. We'll paste that back in. Let's have a look. So I've put that bracket back in. Let's just bring those back. So here we'll define height, which can just be 5, comma. We'll enter. Let's just copy and paste that comment in. So that's the position on the Y. And now we'll actually handle the dimensions. So we're going to say texture size dot x, and we're going to say plus 100, comma, texture size dot y. Let's get this into the comments. We're going to say by these dimensions. So why do we need to draw larger on the width? Why do we need plus 100? And the reason is, if I downsize that and come to the GUI I've created. Now, what it is, we want the actual needle to operate between 0 and 100, which will be this value alone, the texture size dot x. But obviously if we draw this part of the GUI within them parameters, we're going to cut in half the 0 here and the 100 here. So we want it to draw over, so we get this little bit of a blank space, just so we're not cutting off any of the actual numeric values. So let's come below now and let's just copy that, and we'll change what needs to be changed. So we'll say GUI dot, and with this time we want draw texture. And we'll change the comment as well. And we can actually get rid of both those lines for position. And we can just say 0, comma, 0, comma. So with that, let's just put at this position, and this is 0, 0 within this group, not the screen. And that shouldn't be drag, that should be draw texture. So texture size, and we'll leave that 100 at the moment. And texture size dot y, comma, and let's have a look. We want speedo background. Let's break this up again. We'll just cut and paste that comment back into this line. and draw this texture. So in fact we'll change that, we'll draw it by the texture size offset. So we'll replace the 100 with that. Let's copy all of this now. We'll paste it in below. And now we want to draw the needle itself. So we still want to draw texture. And we're going to have a value of 50 plus. We'll open and close brackets. Inside the brackets, we're going to say speedo needle length times the texture size dot x. And the comment can be left the same. So if you can see, the value of 50 is half of this value here. And we're actually drawing at a different point depending on the speedo needle length. And the reason for this is, previously when we've used a length like this, like for example when we did the player starts, we actually did texture size, but this is no good because we're just working, we don't want to draw a whole texture from left and then right as far as we need to. We just need to draw a singular texture in one position. So we're actually using the length for the position, not the size this time. And let's come here, speedo needle width by texture size on the Y axis, so that's absolutely fine again. And what we need to draw is the speedo needle. And we'll say GUI dot end group there. We'll open and close brackets, close the line off. Inside brackets we'll say end group, because that deals with the functionality of the vehicle GUI. However, let's copy one of these draw texture groups and we'll paste that in. And let's have a look. Might have been better to actually copy the top one, but never mind. So for the first position, we're going to say screen.width divided by 2 minus texture size.x divided by 2 minus 55. So the same value as it is here, with just a bit of an overlap. And let's have a look. We can keep that at 0 for now. And of course, all these values may need tweaking as we go along, but we'll deal with that. Let's just get up and running first. Texture size plus 110. So same as this value, plus 5 in each way. So plus 10. Texture size dot y, and again plus 10. So we're just overdrawing it slightly. And let's say speedo trim. And then we're going to come right at the beginning of this if block. So just after we put if the GUI is true, let's come in here and we need to define our speedo needle length. And that's going to be equal to open and close brackets, inside brackets, current speed divided by the maximum speed. Come to the end of the line, close the line off. Into the comments, speedo needle length is equal to current speed divided by max. So okay, with all that done, let's save that off. We'll downsize it. So we have our textures assigned. Let's hit play. And it may just take a moment. Now obviously when it begins, the GUI is not going to be visible until we actually enter the vehicle. And as soon as we enter, the GUI should become active, which it does. So the values look pretty good. I think might be a little bit of tweaking. And let's begin to move forward. And it should stop once we reach 100. So let's stop that there. Now the maximum speed we reset in the script to 100, so let's just change that as well. In the script we'll hit play again, and if we start moving forward, you should see now that the needle corresponds with the current speed. So as we hit in 10, let's see if I can keep it at a value of around 10. And you hopefully can see on the right hand side that that's what the current speed is roughly. And it should be the same for when we go to 20. Which it is 20. So now the current speed here matches the GUI, and we'll stop that there. So in the next video we'll continue on polishing this vehicle script up. Excuse me, but until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.